Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I am Abdul Hamid M. Kato and I will discuss the chapter 16, Fire Protection in Building. And sa chapter na ito is malalaman natin kung paano maiwasan ang sunog or paano sugpuin ang sunog. So sa lesson 4, ang lesson 4 is the up-feed pumping system. The pump The up the upfeed pumping system provides a continuous flow of water from the deep well through the domestic and fire reservoir. The continuous flow of water prevents it from becoming stagnant and rancid. The fire reservoir has the priority over the domestic reservoir by means of a simple where even if the domestic reservoir is totally the fire Even if the domestic reservoir is totally empty, the fire reservoir would remain full of water. So, ang upfeed pumping system, ito ang nagpo-provide ng tubig para sa building. Sinasabi dito na kinakailangan na mas priority ang fire reservoir or ang tubig na galing sa ilalim ng lupa or di kaya ay katabing dagat kung meron man kaysa sa domestic reservoir. Ang domestic reservoir is tubig na nasa tank lang or naipon. Kahit na walang laman ang domestic reservoir may supply pa rin ng tubig mula sa fire reservoir. Ganito po siya. Ito po yung fire reservoir. Then ito naman po yung domestic reservoir. A small 20 gallons per minute jockey pump will supply the necessary pressure for the sprinkler system, and consequently a signal from the sprinkler system restarts the 50 gallon per minute main pump. If this pump becomes inadequate for the demand, a diesel engine-driven pump of equal capacity will automatically takes over. Ang jockey pump po is nagsusupply ng pressure para sa sprinkler system. Yun po. Ang jockey pump is nagsusupply ng pressure para sa sprinkler system. Ganito po ang itsura ng jockey pump. And ang sprinkler system is madidiscuss din maya-maya. The sensing unit which controls the operations of the pumps are first, the bubble control units in each of the two reservoirs. Ito po yung bubble control units. Then, second control is the dual control unit that regulates the supply for the pressure tank. Ito naman po siya. These controls are connected to a large central cabinet underground pump room adjacent the reservoir. Kadalasan matatagpuan lang ito sa basement ng building. Itong hydropneumatic tank. A hydropneumatic tank is used to store air under pressure that will balance out surge from the two domestic pumps and reduce the frequently starting and stopping of the motor. It is an improvement of the closed system where several pumps are sequenced automatically to supply an even pressure. It has the advantage of using only two pumps when necessary. So, ginawa ang hydropneumatic tank para ma-maintain ang pressure ng tubig kahit na hindi ginagamit or hindi tuloy-tuloy na ginagamit ang pumps. Ito rin ay nakakapag-provide ng sapat na tubig kung kinakailangan man. Ganito po ang itsura ng hydro-pneumatic tank. At ganito naman ang kanyang pressure. And how the control system operates. Number 1. For correct time delay through the motor-driven relays, the signal from the dual control and the double control units are processed in the central cabinet. Number 2. The central control system alternates the pumps to give them even wear or run them together as demand requires. Number 3. In case of low suction, the control system automatically shut off to prevent motor damage. Number 4. At the same time, after it shut off, it relays the alarm signal to the office of the maintenance engineer, indicating the location of the trouble. Number 5. The system could run without human attendance to satisfy the heavy demand of conditioning, domestic water supply, and fire control. The standpipe. The standpipe is a pipe installed in buildings not as part of water supply or disposal system, but primarily for use as water conveyance in case of fire. So, ang standpipe is a metal pipe. Ganito po yung itsura niya. Hindi lang ito basta-basta pipe. Nagsusupply din ito siya ng tubig in case kung may sunog. Then, the fire hose. The fire hose is always located near the stairs for use by firemen in case of fire. It is encased in glass cabinets with the following label: break glass in case of fire. Ang fire hose naman po is ganito po yung itsura. Siguro lagi nyo rin ito siyang nakikita. Makikita ito sa pader ng buildings. Lagi ko ito siya nakikita sa mga malls. May nakita rin ata akong ganito sa school. Ito pala is ginagamit or kinoconnect sa standpipe. Dito siya kinoconnect. The standpipe and fire hose functions as follows. Number 1. Upon arrival of the firemen, the standpipe Siamese twin is immediately connected to the street fire hydrant or to any other water source by their fire hose. So, pagdating ng bombero is agad-agad nilang kinokonek ang standpipe sa street fire hydrant. Ganito po yung itsura ng fire hydrant at ang itsura ng Siamese twin na standpipe. Number 2. The firemen would immediately goes up the building and connect their fire hose to the standpipe, freeing them from the inconvenience of carrying their hose to the upper floor of the building. Number 3. With the standpipe and hoses, the firemen were provided with an ever-ready firefighting tools and equipment that saves time and effort, which may spell the difference in saving life and property. Number 4. The length of the fireman hose is limited to a certain height, but because of the standpipe provision, the uppermost floor of a tall building could be reached by the firefighters. Bali sa tulong ng standpipe, kahit na limitado lang ang haba ng fire hose is malayo pa rin ang nararating ng tubig. Sa lesson 6 naman po, the automatic sprinkler system. The automatic sprinkler system consists of horizontal patterns of pipes placed near the ceiling of industrial and commercial buildings, warehouses, stores, theaters, and other structures where fire hazard require their use. Ganito po yung tinatawag na sprinkler system. So, these pipes are provided with outlet and sprinkler heads that open automatically at temperature of 135 degree Fahrenheit to 160 degree Fahrenheit and emit a series of fine water sprays. So, if ma-reach na ng pipe ang temperature na 135 degree Fahrenheit or mga nasa 57 degree Celsius to 160 Fahrenheit is automatic nang mag-open ang sprinklers head at mag-i-spray ito ng tubig. Lagi ko itong nakikita sa pag nanonood ako ng K-drama is napapanood ko po. May nakikita po akong ganito. Ganito po siya. The sprinkler systems includes the wet pipe and the dry pipe. The wet pipe refer to the piping installations wherein both the main and the distribution pipes are constantly filled with water. Bali ang wet pipe sprinkler system ay ang pinaka-common na ginagamit dahil ito ay naglalaman ng tubig or ang nilalabas niya is tubig. Sa sprinkler system na ito is pag nakakaramdam na ng sobrang init ang ceiling, masisira ang glass bulb ng sprinkler at dun na maglalabas ng tubig ang sprinkler head. Ito po siya, yung red. Yan po yung glass bulb. Pag nasira po yan is saka maglalabas ng tubig ang sprinkler. The dry pipe refers to the piping installation where there is no water standing in the distribution pipe except during the occurrence of fire. This is generally confined to unbeaten buildings. Ang dry pipe sprinkler system naman po is halos magkaparehas lang po sila ng wet pipe systems. Ngunit meron ding silang malaking pagkakaiba. Ang sa dry pipe is ito ay hindi naglalaman ng tubig. Ang tubig ay nakalagay sa likod ng dry pipe valve na may konting kalayuan sa sprinkler. Kagaya rin ito siya ng wet pipe na pag ang ceiling ay nakakaramdam ng sobrang init or tumataas ang temperatura ng ceiling is masisira din ang glass bulb or fusible link ng sprinkler. Pero hindi tubig ang ilalabas nito dahil ang pipe is walang laman na tubig. Bali ang ibubuga ng sprinkler or ang ilalabas ng sprinkler ay hangin instead of water. When designing a sprinkler system, one of the first decisions a designer has to make is what type of sprinkler system should be installed. When selecting the appropriate sprinkler system type, it is important to first understand the difference between the systems and then to understand how these differences can be beneficial or detrimental under certain conditions. Spacing of the sprinkler heads. The spacing of sprinkler heads depend upon the following conditions. Ang paglalagay ng sprinkler heads ay nakadepende sa mga nabanggit. So, first is fire rating of the building. Nakadepende kung gaano karami ang malalagay na sprinkler heads sa kung gaano kalaki ang tsansa ng sunog sa lugar o room na paglalagyan. Second is contraction of the ceiling. Nakadepende naman ito sa pagkakagawa ng ceiling, kung mataas ba ito or mababa. Dahil kung mataas is kinakailangan marami ang malalagay na sprinkler heads para kumalat ang tubig. At kung mababa naman ay pwede na ang isa lang. Depende sa ma-reach ng tubig ng sprinkler head. Number 3 is types of occupancy. Nakadepende ito sa masasakop or maaabot ng tubig ng sprinkler head sa area. So, last naman is total area. Nakadepende sa kung gaano kalaki or kaliit ang area ng paglalagyan. The coverage of one sprinkler head varies from 20 square meters for light hazard occupancy to about 10 square meters for extra hazard conditions. Nozzles are set about 2.40 to 3.60 meters apart on the supply pipes and spaced about 3 to 4 meters apart at right angle exposed beams or panels. Special installation of sprinkler system requirements. First is at least one fire department connection on each frontage. Ang fire department connection is kagaya ng standpipe. Second is a master alarm valve control for all water supplies other than fire department connections. The master alarm valve used in wet pipe system, which prevents the reverse flow and controls water pressure. It automatically actuates alarm when water flows into the system upon fire sprinkler operation. So third is special firewalls between protected areas. Ang firewall po is nakalagay kagaya niyan sa picture. Yung red, yan po yung tinatawag na firewall. Number 4 is sloping waterproof floors with drains or scupper to carry away wastewater. So, kinakailangan may drains or scupper para malabas or daanan palabas ng tubig na mula sa sprinkler. Ganito po yung example ng scupper. Lesson 7. Other requirements for firefighting. In firefighting operations, one of the initial types by firemen is to create a ventilation or hole at a high point of the structure to relieve the building of smoke and hot gases. This will permit access to the fire at the height of each occurrence. In multi-story buildings, vent shop is necessary to quickly relieve the burning building of smoke and hot gases. When automatic venting device is installed, this relief will be attained immediately and due delay will avoided, and the firemen will not waste time chopping and opening for the exhaust of heat and smoke. Sinasabi dito na kinakailangan na may ventilation ang isang building para mabawasan or labasan ng init at usok ng nasusunog na building. At para na rin mapadali ang mga bumbero kung papasok man sila sa building. Ang ventilation or vent shop pala is matatagpuan sa taas ng building. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.